Well, my good people, we are back and at it again for another reaction / review with Lando is Living. My room is still a mess because I need to get myself a little drop-down white background or something along those lines, but I haven't done it yet. But we're gonna do another reaction and review nonetheless. I should probably get a better microphone too if I'm keeping it a buck, but this is just kind of how it goes and how it is until you get the stuff that you can. I'm just fucking mumbling at this point, but you get what I mean. We got an artist that we've done before. This is Magnadur, and the song is called Hunting Dreams. Magnadur, if you didn't see the last video or can't remember it, it was a little while ago, like quite a while ago. They do some heavy metal. It's high energy heavy metal type stuff, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't want to, say something totally wrong and that not be it at all. But if I remember correctly, it's something a little heavier on the metal side, and I enjoyed it the last time, as far as I recall. But we're not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna flip screens here. We got a nice, cool little introduction screen, the Magnadur logo going on there. That's pretty sweet. And without further ado, here we go. Is there no audio? Am I tripping? Oh. Never mind. Just pranking me. Interesting. Oh. Okay, pause. So right off rip, production is crazy on this. Like, I thought it was going 2 or 3 different ways within the first 45 seconds with all the different transitions and sounds we were doing. I thought the transition into the heavy, like, upbeat type shit was perfect. It was spot on. And now that I'm hearing your voice, I'm remembering the other reaction and review. It's always been a thing for me. I'm not like super into screamo metal type stuff just because I can't understand it as well. And I feel like maybe I would understand this better if I had the lyrics pulled up next to me and I could see what was being said. And I'm sure there's other people that can understand it, that, metalheads that listen to screamo all the time, but like, it's just not as much my genre in the screaming realm. I love the production side of metal and I love metal music, but the screaming side, it kind of loses me just because I can't understand it as well, and that's okay. It's still a good song. I can still enjoy music that I can't understand. That's the same way I can enjoy a song that's in French or Spanish and not understand everything that's being said in it. Music's a universal language, so all I'm trying to say is it's not my preference, it's not my cup of tea, because I can't quite understand it, but if I had the lyrics in front of me, I would probably be able to enjoy it a whole lot more just because I know what you're saying. But the production is crazy. The actual vocals sound good. They sound crisp. But yeah, other than that, that's really all I got off rip, at least. So we're a minute in, 3 minutes total. So not even halfway through the song. Let's see what unexpected surprises he's got. That is a big jump. these are very interesting, like 8 bars. So I think the transitions are a little too much in the second half. I really liked it at the beginning just because it made it a little more chaotic and made you kind of second guess what the song was going to do. But on the second part, I feel like it was a little, like, I feel like there was 3 or 4 different kind of beat switch ups in there. And the one that went to the piano was like so different that it was like, holy shit, what's going on here? And maybe that's what you were going for. Maybe that was the idea. And I like it. It sounds good. All these, rhythms of these instruments sound good. But mashed together in the second half is almost a little too chaotic. It worked at the beginning, but I don't know if it's going to work a second time at the end of the song, if that makes sense. It would work if it was just, one transition for a little while. You get a little bit of it. But maybe that's just personal preference and how I feel. But either way, this sounds good. The production's good, and it sounds great, but these transitions are throwing me off a little bit. That one works well. Okay. Video by Tommy Perikoski, filmed in Croatia. That's pretty fucking cool. I've always wanted to go there. Alright, yeah, let's swap on over to the final screen here and give our final reaction, review, kind of overview. Sometimes I just don't make sense when I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? I barely even know what I'm saying half the time, but we just make do and we just keep going forward, and I keep thinking of words. You can tell this is probably about how good I freestyle, too, if I try, so not very well. Overall reaction and review, I think the production was flawless, other than those transitions in the second half that kind of threw me off a bit, and a few of them just didn't sound like they transitioned quite well. Maybe that's personal preference. Maybe people agree with me. Who knows? Nobody's going to know unless I say that and we think about it right now. But that's how I feel about the production. Everything other than that, fantastic. I thought in the beginning it was nice and chaotic. It had me second guessing what was going to happen, and I really loved that upbeat kind of tempo we went into. That was perfect. Guitar work, amazing, as usual. Lyrics, I touched on lyrics and vocals. The vocals sounded crisp and they sounded good. They had nice effects on them. It was probably everything a metalhead, screamo head would want. But like I said, it's not really as much my cup of tea. I do love metal music. I love metal music, but the screamo is where you lose me a little bit, just because it's hard for me to follow along when I don't know what you're saying and I can't really connect the dots on what's going on. I try my best, obviously, and I make do with what I can. But, when I have songs like this where it's a little harder for me to understand, I wish I had the lyrics in front of me. And maybe that's something, I should pull up next time. That way I can at least know what is being said. But it's a little hard for me to understand it when it gets into the screamo way. And like I said, this is probably just a personal preference, saying screamo heads are probably fucking kicking their wall right now, saying, Landon, you're retarded, you're stupid, why are you saying that? Oops, I said the R word. Who cares? You get what I'm saying, man. Like, it's not my cup of tea, but it probably works for what you're doing. It probably is exactly what you need it to sound like for what you're doing. Because the quality sounds good. It's just the deciphering for me. The video, obviously, was just, mashed up clips from this Tommy dude in Croatia. I liked it. I thought the video was cool. I don't know if it necessarily, fit the vibe of the song too well, just because I don't know what the lyrics were about, but maybe it did, and I couldn't tell. The video quality and the editing of the video was good. Everything about the video was good. I don't know if the context connects to the actual song and all that good stuff, just because I couldn't understand it as well. And I keep saying that and repeating it, but it's really not that big of a deal. It's just, I'm not a screamo head. I don't speak that, man. So it's just harder for me, but You get the idea. Everything overall was super good. I liked the quality of everything. I think everything was rounded nicely. And the song wasn't too long. It kept you entertained most of the time. And overall, good production. We'll see what the people think in the comments. Do they agree with me? Do they not agree with me? It could go either way here. Leave your comments down below. Let us know what you thought of this track. And should I do more reaction/reviews of this artist? Who knows? Let me know in the comments. We'll see you next time. No need to stick around. Love y'all.